Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Let's Go G Show. I'm your host, Meg Sloggett, and I will take you through what's happened in Spartan athletics over the last week and what's to come. In just a couple minutes, head men's soccer coach Justin Mullen will join us in studio. But until then, let me take you through what's happened in the last week. Women's volleyball beat Elon on Wednesday night, marking their 7th straight victory. However, they went to Waco, Texas and came back from that tournament 0-3, bringing their overall record to 10-5. The women have a couple games on the road and don't return to Fleming Gymnasium until October 3rd. Women's soccer had a tough week as they dropped a 6-0 loss to number 2 Florida State. Despite the loss, UNCG Spartan Stadium had the second largest crowd for a women's soccer game in history. Before the game, there were tailgates, and after, there was a fireworks show. On Sunday night, the women's team pulled off a tie against Appalachian State. Candace Forbes scored the only goal of the game, notching her up to 3 goals total. The women are back at home this weekend for their first conference games against Western Carolina and ETSU. Men's soccer had a decent weekend, although losing in a nail-biting double overtime to North Florida, they pulled off a win against Jacksonville Sunday afternoon. After the break, Justin Mullen will join us in studio to talk about his perspective of the weekend and what we have to look for.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Greensboro and Winston-Salem, it would be Jason Bramblett. He attracts hundreds of buyers and creates so much demand that Jason can guarantee if your home doesn't sell at a price and deadline you agree to, he will buy it. Partner with the agent I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
Justin, it's great to have you in studio. I have to say the air conditioner in here is a little bit nicer than the heat we dealt with on Sunday's game.
Oh, absolutely. It was a hot one, and we knew we had to use a lot of legs, and we did, and the bench was terrific. But yeah, we needed to use a complement of about 20 players yesterday, so it was warm.
Against Jacksonville, you guys didn't score until 1 minute and 16 seconds into the second period. What did you say to them during halftime?
Well, there's 3 key things, but the biggest one was just the accuracy of the final ball. We were getting in great goal-scoring positions from wide areas, and we just couldn't deliver the final ball. And you saw there the first minute in when Jordan Porch went down and just gave a great ball to Damien, and that was the difference.
Logan Rohde and your defense have been key in helping you guys. Rohde has his 3rd shutout as of Sunday. Great start to his senior year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for us, the defending starts with the forwards, actually. I mean, we try and press teams, so it starts with Damien and Jackie and all the forwards, and then goes into the midfielders who have to work and press, and then to the back 4, and then to Logan. So, but yeah, credit to Logan. He's come up with some terrific saves this season, and I'm real happy for him.
And Jacksonville marks your last home game before you start conference next week. What does the preparation look like in these games that are also very important, but not quite as important as conference?
Sure, yeah. I mean, you know, with us in the RPI hunt and looking for an at-large bid, all these games are extremely important. You know, we tried to get a schedule that was difficult enough for us to get some good RPI points, and looked like we're doing that quite well so far. And obviously High Point on the road, and then West Virginia on the road are 2 another tough tests. But you know, want to prepare the guys mentally and physically for a tough stretch of the conference. And the conference games will have a different feel to it than the non-conference games. A lot more physical, there's a lot more bite to them. So all these games are preparation. We've got to take a little bit from each game and learn every day.
Coach, this weekend wasn't entirely about soccer. You guys said goodbye to your assistant coach, Joe Burnett, who played here and was a coach here. It was a big loss for you guys.
It sure was. You know, anytime you lose a friend and a quality coach, that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the program. Joe was a terrific player here and was a terrific coach for us as well, and is a good friend. But like I said on Friday, you know, he was in the stands behind us. We heard him. He was rooting for us. So, you know, now it's just an opportunity for the staff to get closer and the players to get closer. We've lost a lot of work rate on the field and in the office, but you know, we've got to get closer now and keep moving forward. And like I said, it doesn't hurt as much because Joe is right behind us in the stands and rooting for us, so that helps.
Justin, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Meg.
He played here for 4 years, and then as he comes in, he knows what we've been through, and he knows the hard times, he knows the good times. So, you know, when we're down to ourselves, he knows what to say, and when we're up with good spirits, he knows how to handle it too. So.
Joe's just a goofy guy, so I guess gonna miss that his personality the most. He's fun to be around, and you know you've got someone good next to you.
He actually truly cares for the team, and when you talk to Joe, it's always like, hey, you can do this, hey, you can do that, and you can always go to him for anything. So I think how open he is, how open-minded he is what I love about him. Joe, it's been a heck of a 2 years, and I love you, and I wish the best for you from here on.
It's bittersweet to lose him, but it's also exciting to see him go on to bigger and better things, start a family, and he's still close by, so I expect to still see him, expect to still harass him on a regular basis. So.
Joe certainly meant a lot to the team, but as both Justin and Scott said, he'll still be close, he'll be at the games, and he will definitely be close enough to harass. Well, that'll do it for this week's episode of the Let's Go G Sports Show. I'm your host, Meg Sloggett. I hope you have a great week. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.